How's it sound? Good. All right, we just have to start right at 6:30 because we're on television. And Isabella back there is taking care of it for us. This will be streaming on Channel 3, I guess. Good evening, everybody. Please continue with your desserts. I'm Bob Coleman, and first of all, would everybody please turn off your phones for a while? We're here tonight for the Phyllis Lieblich Resident Service Awards. That's quite a mouthful, so let me explain a little bit. These awards were born in 2014. I was resident council chairman then, and I remember it very well. I can't remember exactly whose idea it was to begin with, but I don't think it was mine. But I remember we started in 2014. The purpose was to honor those Village on the Green residents who devote themselves to enhancing the lives of their fellow residents. The award is now named after longtime resident Phyllis Lieblich. Most of you probably remember Phyllis. She personified the award, and she was the first honoree in 2014. Phyllis was resident council chairman in 2011, 12, and 13. And she was involved, I think, with just about every Village on the Green committee. She was everywhere. She lived on the circle, and Phyllis died in August of 2020. A plaque showing the 14 former honorees is displayed on the lobby wall right next to the receptionist's desk. It's not there right now because it's right under this podium. 7 of the 14 awardees are no longer with us, unfortunately. The other 7 are the committee which makes these selections. I'm chairman of the committee. That's why I'm up here. Unfortunately, one of our members, Jean Walker, couldn't be with us tonight. She called me this morning, and she had some outpatient surgery yesterday on her leg, and she couldn't be here. So this evening, one or more of our current residents' names will be added to the plaque. And we'll start tonight with committee members Ann Blair and Basil Flunk. Basil Flunk.
Okay, boss, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, this is Ann Blair and I'm Basil. You probably figured that out already.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, Ann, here we are in front of all these people, and we still haven't come to grips with a recommendation for Bob Coleman.
Yes.
He asked us to do a job, and we haven't done it yet.
We really haven't been able to come to an agreement yet, so here we are, standing empty-handed. We've always been able to work together, though, Basil.
Usually.
Yeah. Let me hear again from you about your candidate.
Well, this guy that I've been proposing first of all, he's a native of Orlando. How many natives of Orlando could you imagine? He went to high school here. They tell me the high school is now Boone High School, but it had another name when he went there. Orlando High School, there you go. He served the community for years as a doctor, 35 years. He moved to Village on the Green in 2008, was married, father, and we got a special comment about that in a minute. World War II veteran. He's a unique participant in some of the Jewish religious experiences here. When he retired, he became retired with a vengeance. He did everything. He was a mediator, he was a driver, he did this, he did that, and he was part of SCORE, the retired executives that help younger people get in business, and my candidate did that forever. At Village on the Green, he served on the Finance Committee, and he was an advocate for efficiencies around here, Annie. He was.
So that's yours. That sounds wonderful, but let me tell you about who I have in mind. Though not born in Florida, this person was most active as a realtor in the changing and challenging Orlando market for years. After moving to Village on the Green around 2008, my candidate quickly became engaged in this community and is credited with forming a popular knitting group that regularly donated to veterans locally. My candidate was also a member of our beloved Brady Wilkins.
Yay, Brady Wilkins.
You know Basil.
There it is.
Didn't both our candidates move to Village on the Green in 2008? Wouldn't they have known one another and maybe partnered on some of our community activities?
Wait a minute, Ann. I got an email from Orlando recently, and I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. Here's what he said. I'll just let you make the judgment. He said that they did know each other, and they participated in starting monthly birthday parties here. They also did annual mingle parties at Village on the Green. We didn't have them before these two people came together to provide them. These events have become the highlight within the community and provide our residents, all coming from a wide range of backgrounds, with what we enjoy here the most, the community of one another. But when they finished serving in these mingle parties and birthday parties, they also had people lined up to take over, and the events continued to this day. These events stand for what makes Village on the Green so great. Again, it's community. Although most residents here do not know one another, from their former lives, the parties created continue to be held and be talked about and anticipated by our residents. And it is because of them that we still celebrate and make Village on the Green such a great place to live for its residents year-round.
Well, thank you, Orlando. The monthly birthday and periodic mingle parties are legacy events at Village on the Green and are recognized as something we cherish as a community. These residents made sure the two traditions would be passed on through the years, and each host since has brought their unique personalities to those events.
Boy, I'll say unique. You remember the little candies we used to get at those? You remember the candies? And what was really unique was the soap that looked like it was candies, but it tasted very, very differently. You know, Ann, the resident app says that they are and have been married for some time. I'm reasonably sure that Bob Coleman would favorably consider our joint recommendation, if you would go along with it, for the award of the Phyllis Lieblich Resident Service Award for both Art and Sally Hillman. We celebrated yesterday their 70th wedding anniversary. What do you say, Bob? Can we congratulate the Hillmans?
Please do.
Please do.
Thank you, and you all too.
Okay, and I guess their daughter, Nancy Griffith, is here today to accept that from the Lord.
You have these,
Okay, we do. That's the wrong one.
in the bag.
In the back. We have a logistics issue. Okay. So would you like to read this since you're chair of the resident?
In the frame.
Okay.
Wait just a minute.
Okay, would you like to read that, Ann?
Certificate of Appreciation awarded to Art and Sally Hillman for their outstanding efforts in... Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? Okay, I'll start all over again. Certificate of Appreciation awarded to Art and Sally Hillman for their outstanding efforts and contributions to benefit and enhance the lives of their fellow residents. Village on the Green, May 26, 2022. Robert Coleman on behalf of the Phyllis Lieblich Resident Service Award Committee. Oh, there, okay, Nancy does it.
Okay, so Nancy, you want to step up there and put this?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm honored to be here tonight to accept this award in honor of my parents. I'm sorry that they couldn't be here to accept this award themselves. Just a little bit under the weather, but they will be so excited. They have no idea. My mom just called me and said, "Can you go to this dinner for me? They're having like some awards, I don't know what it is, but can you go and play some us because we just can't do it." And I said, "Sure." But great food, some great drinks, and lovely people. They have certainly enjoyed living here for 13 years now. It's gone by so quickly. There are so many great people here, and all the activities that they did when they first came. I know my mom, which they had mentioned, where she was in charge of the mingle group and the stripper group. I didn't know y'all had a stripper group here. That was pretty interesting to find out. But they have certainly enjoyed living here, and I know they will be very honored to hear that they got this award. Y'all are great people. This is a great community. Orlando, I've known him for years and years. He's done an awesome job with all the parties and everything he's done. So thank you so much for nominating my parents for this. It's awesome.
Thank you, Nancy, and thank you for coming tonight. Next, I would like to bring Steve Gus to the podium, and he has an announcement.
I'd like to second the motion on the award to the Hillmans. Great people. Great people. Great people, the Hillmans. Thank you. I have a different kind of. I'm not going to be too much. I'm not going to be too much of a comment.
Sorry, I didn't get that on film. Can you repeat that one more time?
The Hillmans are great people.
Yeah.
Art would love it. Yeah.
Thank you.
The resident we are about to recognize has and continued to display a major contribution to the benefit and enhance the life of fellow VOTG residents. The individual has been and continues to be extremely active with a very, very positive attitude. When I spoke to a number of our residents about this person, the answers were all unbelievable positive. Responses were like, a very caring person, very good person. Doesn't ever say no. Will help you at any time. An excellent communicator. Now be careful with that one. When she says, I will do it, it will be done. We love her. We wish her well as she never stops going. Cannot believe where she gets the energy. Okay, that's enough of good news for her. I call her the Energizer Bunny of BOTG. This outstanding individual holds the following degree. Listen carefully now. IRC-CID ESCO. If anyone can tell me what that stands for within the next 10 seconds, I will donate $100 to the Life Space Foundation. 987-654-321. No. IRC stands for Industry Recognized Credential, not Internal Rescue Committee founded by Albert Einstein. CIDESCO, CIDESCO, stands for International Committee of Aesthetics and Cosmetics, the world's most prestigious spa and beauty certification authority. This lady has been a building rep for Building B for many years. She serves the residents of Building B with great enthusiasm, caring for each and every one, and represents them well. After completing her term, she was requested to continue for Leo Smith during his recovery. She has been the chair and co-chair of one of the most controversial committees at BOTG for more than 5 years. As a leader, co-leader of this committee, she has developed an outstanding relationship between residents and the culinary team. Her suggestions and recommendations, well thought out, very positive and continuing excellent consideration and collaboration. By the way, she is also an outstanding chef, trained in a renowned European culinary school, which Jack paid for a lot of money. She is also a very active member, plus being secretary of the Finance Committee. What a job that is. Preparing minutes for the Finance Committee is not a piece of cake. This committee, under Basil's leadership, is extremely active and not only meets monthly, they have the sessions with the CEO, the CFO, and other corporate management personnel. She has been and continues to be involved in the fashion shows, sports, competition, BOT redevelopment, dancing, parties, etc., etc. In addition, she and Jack own a business called Skincare and Wax Business here in Longwood. She does spend many hours managing and working that business. She is always on the go, driving to Stewart, Auburndale, the VA in Lake Nona, flying to Las Vegas or California. Unreal situation. Finally, if you want a friend that you can rely on, Sandy will always be there for you. In conclusion, I would like everyone who is able to rise and recognize our friend and neighbor, Sandy Shantini, a winner. communicating.
Say thank you. Thank you. I was never on the list. Oh my goodness. You know what I love most? Living here. Living here has made Jack and I, we have 100 and 200 new friends. I mean, we've been here almost 9 years. Do you know, I looked at it, 9 years and 2.5 months. It's like, oh my God. It really is, and it's like yesterday. I mean, I can't tell you, this man takes care of me and takes care of Jack like no one. I mean, he's always there for me. He's always there for me, and so's our people. It is just amazing. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you. And you know what? I want to do more and more every day for all of us, because that's why we're here. Until I can, I will. But I love doing your minutes. They're wild and crazy. I don't know, you know what? I learn every day from you, so it's good.
Thank you and congratulations, Sandy. That's it, folks, and thank you all for coming.